Well, how am I going to figure this out? I just bought Qimage, and this is what I see on my screen. What do I do now? Well, let's see. My goodness, my goodness. This says users Fred A pictures. I don't have any pictures there, but I think the first thing I better do is find some. Well, I know where I keep my pictures. I keep them in a folder called Pics underneath the C folder, and in there I have a whole bunch of subfolders. So let's see, it says here folders, click to open. Hmm, okay. Well, that's the one I'm in now, and there's no pictures in it. That must be the default, where Qimage goes when it doesn't know any better. Okay. Well, let's see what I got here. Here's pics, okay? I know I got subfolders under there, so let me pick something and see what happens, okay? Well, I'm going to pick something old because I want to show you what happens when you put in a new bunch of pictures into Qimage, okay? All right, let's take this one. That's from 2016, okay? All right. Oh, look at that. Pictures coming up, but they got these little yellow things. I wonder what that means. Well, up in the top here it says building thumbs. And it says 18, 19 of 20 of 62. Well, maybe I'll just let it build the thumbs and then we'll see what happens, okay? And it's going up there pretty fast, but it's building these thumbs. But gee whiz, there's only two next to each other. That's kind of crunchy there. I'd have to scroll all the way down to see these darn things. But okay, whoop, it finished the thumbs and now it's starting raw cache. Well, I read something about this. Raw cache is done once per folder. So even though we may have to sit here and wait for this to get done, it's only going to be one time. And when it's done, it's all set. You can use Qimage at high speed. That's what I read about this thing. Okay, well, in the meantime, let it cook there and it'll start working. There she goes. She's on 2 and 3, and we'll just ignore it for the time being. But let's see, what does this blue arrow do up here in the meantime? Whoa! It scrunches up that other big white screen we had here, and it lets you see more thumbs. Okay, then that arrow must put it back. Yep, okay. Now, as you see, the default on this thing, if I just kind of leave my mouse here and read the bottom, it says 4x6 size. So what does that mean? That means the prints are preset by default because it doesn't know any better. So I guess it's going to make me a 4x6 of something, huh? What do you think? Well, let's find a picture and, oh, any old thing will do. It doesn't really make much difference. Let's take this first one then, okay? And I'm just going to click on this plus sign and see what happens. Because it said add to the queue. And let's click on this one. Whoa, I got two 4x6s. And I got three 4x6s, huh? Okay, well that's all it's going to fit on here. So what happens if I right click? Whoa, look at that mess. Okay, well I'm not going to get scared because I know this thing is supposed to be the best program you can get. So I'm just going to say clear the queue. Let's start over again. Now what's this on this side? This looks like print sizes, okay? Print sizes. Well, up here it says page 8x10 something or other, and over here print size. Well, let's say I want to make a 8x10. What happens? Whoa, the 4x6s went away, and now I've got 8x10. Wow, that's something. All right, let's see what happens now here. Oh, let me flip this over because I see there's a vertical and a horizontal. So if we flip this guy over, here we are. That's not bad. What size is it? 10 by 6.66. Well, it's not 8 by 10. I wonder why. Well, it probably is because that's a 3 by 2 aspect ratio. Just like my camera. If I wanted to fill out an 8 by 10, I'd have to crop it or let it crop. Wonder what's over here. Here's a scissor. Auto cropping. Oh, it's off. I put it on. We got an 8 by 10. Hey, we're doing okay here, aren't we? All right? Well, that's pretty good. Now, what happens if I want to change the size? Let's see. Suppose I want to do 5 by 7. Whoa, look at that. How do you like that? Now, if I go back here, it looks like these sizes here change with this. So, because the last thing I clicked on was 5 by 7, okay, that means that next thing I put in there is going to be 5 by 7. So let's see what we got. There we go. We got two 5 by 7s. Let's turn the page around again. There we go. Okay. All right. That's pretty neat. I think that's good. And since we got the crop scissor on, we really have 5 by 7s. Okay. All right. So we're doing very well. I'm just kind of waiting to see what happens when this 45 finishes up the 56 things it has to do. But as you can see, those yellow things have gone away, and there's only a few left to do down here, right? That's pretty good. It's working its way up there. Okay, let's take a moment and let that thing finish up. Okay. Okie dokie. I think it finished up now. Where are we here? Yep, finished. Okay, now, I wonder what's going on here. Let me clear that thing out again. Okay, that says clear the queue. I guess they call this the queue. Queue meaning a lineup, you know, like a queue of people to get into a movie or something like that. Well, okay, now what is this thing here? This says Waterbirds Blue Water. Must be a name of something. Click it. Oh, okay. You type this in, whatever you want. Waterbird Blue Water. Okie doke, that sounds good. Wonder what this is. Refine Raw. Okay. Well, let's find one that hasn't been touched. Refine Raw. I click on that, and I've got a picture here that looks pretty darn good because you see all that time we waited for Qimage to build those cache files, it must have been doing something else. It probably was developing or processing all these raw files. Aha! That's why it took so long, and that's why it only needs to do it once, right? Okay, well, what do I got? I got tools here. This makes it lighter, and this makes it darker. But in reality, you know what? It's pretty darn close to good right now. So I'm just going to close this up and pick a different one, something that might need something maybe. Okay, here's a, nah, I don't like flowers. Okay, let's go back here and, my goodness, here we go, here's a birdie. Okay, come on, there we are, okay. Oh boy, that's pretty neat. Okay, but we could brighten it up a little bit, couldn't we? All right, well there's so many things inside here, I guess I have to learn them all. But I don't want to do it all at one time. I want to see if I can get something like a picture or something like that. Well, I got 5 by 7 here. I'm going to put it back on 8 by 10. Okay, and there's my picture, 8 by 10. And I'm going to turn him around so he's looking my way. And I'm going to take him out by minus here and put in one that's already been adjusted, you know, for brightness and all that stuff. Okay, I'll show you later what I did to do this after I learned how. Okay, now we got all this. How are we going to print this? Well, let's see. This says printers and settings. Click-a-rooney. Okay, well, I've got to start from scratch and explain what this panel is all about. Okay, so in the meantime, let me stop this video and say this is getting started from beyond number 1. Okay, we'll see you on the next video.